there, my name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on You Should Probably Leave by Chris Stapleton. It's a beautiful little song and it's great fun to play. It's relatively easy. I'm going to teach you the whole song, including the intro guitar solo and the main guitar solo. But just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, press the notifications button, leave me some comments in the comment section if you wouldn't mind. It helps the video get some more views. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want the tabs for this, then I'll put them on my Patreon page. A link to that is in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning, and for my sound I'm using an MXR Timmy pedal to get a little bit of distortion, a tiny bit of like overdrive, and then a Fender reverb pedal for loads of reverb. Okay, the intro lead part sounds like this. So to play that, we're going to place our first finger on G9 and B9, so both strings at the same time. I'm going to use fingers for this to pluck it, but you could use a plectrum. I just like the way it sounds with the fingers. So we play the B9 and the G9, and we're going to use our second finger to instantly hammer on to B10. So you get this. And then that finger's going to pull off, so. And then we play the G9 on its own. And there's a little quaver rest, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Into bar 2, and we're going to a quick hammer on from G9 to G11. And then pull off to the G9, so you get. We then do a slide down, probably from about 11, down to the D9. So it goes. And then a D7. A7, hammers onto A9, and then hit a D7 to finish. So the whole line slowly, rest, 4, rest. And up speed, 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. And that repeats, so you play it twice through. So you get this. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. That takes us to the verse. Now for the verse, I'll take the volume down a little bit so it gives us slightly cleaner sound. So I just use the volume pot on my guitar. And we've got this. Okay, so for that, we're going to place our third finger on D4. First finger flat across G2 and B2. And we play D4, G2, B2. So that's like an F sharp minor chord. And then we're going to go to an A chord, which is D2, G2 and B2. And just strum that, or play those first 4 hits really nice and quietly. And then we're going to play D2, G2 and B2. Really loud and staccato. We then go to the next bar, bar number 4, and play D, G2, B3, and then back to that A chord and hit that last chord loud, so accent it. So the verse. So that repeats through the verse. Then we get the chorus, which goes. So for that, we've got an E chord, first finger A7, third finger flat across the D, G and the B strings at the 9th. So you play the A7, and then the D, G and the B strings, so go. We then go to what is an F sharp minor chord. First finger is going to go flat across A9, D9, G9 and B9. And then you hammer on your second finger onto B10, third finger onto D11, little finger onto G11. So you get this. And then we're going to hit that chord again. So bar number 5 goes. Bar 6, we do a D chord, so first finger A5, third finger flat across D, G and the B strings at the 7th fret. And you play the A string and then the D, G and B. We then go to an A chord, which is just your first finger bar across all the strings on the 5th fret. Second finger on G6, third finger A7, little finger D7. Put it together and you got this. And that repeats around 3 times, and it goes straight back into the lead part. And then verse, and then chorus. And then we've got a little middle 8 part most of the way through the song, just before the guitar solo, where you got this first line. So for that, we've got D, G2, B3, back to G2. So that's a D chord. Then A over C sharp, which is A4. First finger goes flat across D2. Then you play G2 and B2 at the same time. Back to D2. So bar 7. Then B minor in bar 8, where we play A2, G4, B3, back to G4. Then the same as we did on the A/C sharp in bar 7. So we've got the first 2 bars of that line. Then we've got a D chord, and we're just going to run up and down it, going D, G2, B3, G2. And it just keeps repeating that over the 2 bars. But then you'll notice in bar 10 there, I've put the little lead part over the top. It goes, which is just 2 bends on B12, bending them up tone, and then play B10. So you could choose just to put the D all the way through that and just go. Or the last 2 bars you could add the little lead part and go. It's up to you. So let's play the whole of that line. Here we go. 3, 4. The next line, the first 2 bars are exactly the same. But then he goes to an E chord, which is D2, G2, and first finger on G1, second finger A2, third finger D2. Then add your little finger onto G2 to an E sus4 chord. Then it goes back to an E chord. So it goes. And that's where the guitar solo is going to start. Open E and then E1. So those 2 lines are the middle 8. And then we've got the guitar solo. We've got 2 lines of it. The first line, including the E and the E1 from the previous line, go like this. So you played E, E1, and then you're going to play E2, then A, A2, a quick slide up to A4, so you don't really hear that little 2, it's just going up to A4. And then the same but reverse, going A4 back down to A2, where you don't hear the A4, you just hear the A2. Then open A. So you got. And then a quick hammer on from A to A2. Then A. Then slide up from A2 to A4. Then another A4. So you got. Another quick slide back down from A4 to A2. Then open A. So the first 2 bars of that line go. And then another quick hammer on from A to A2, then A, E, hammer on to E2, and then play A. So, and that holds through the next bar as well. So the first line of the solo, I'll put the E and E1 before it as well. So we go 1, 2, 3. On to the next line, and we've got this. So for that, a quick hammer on from D2 to D4. So you've got then D2, A4, A2. So you've got then open A, slide up to A4, and then play A2. Then it does that again. Then another open A, E hammers onto E2, and then A. So that line goes. And that's the whole of the solo. So let's put the whole solo together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next line. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it just goes to the verse, keeps repeating that, and then the chorus till the end of the song. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that guitar lesson and found it useful and fun, hopefully. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, it does help me out, as does giving me a like on the video, pressing the notifications button, leaving me some comments in the comment section. You know all the stuff. I do love to hear from you, so please leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know where in the world you're watching this from. Let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want the tabs for this and loads of other songs, then you can support me on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. I do really appreciate it. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.